Today we go rock climbing, hear about our grandparents, get a Warrior Sports Zone update, and see how God is working at WA. This is WAtv News. Good morning, Wheaton Academy. I'm Olivia Van Aker. Today is May 8th, and this is our 24th episode of the year. Let's get started. First, did you know WA hosted an art festival? Candace and I took a behind-the-scenes look.
I'm Mr. McCallum, and I teach art here at Wheaton Academy. So Art Fest is this really cool opportunity for students to come together from different schools. This time we were focused on visual art, and we had a show up in the Fine Arts Center on the stage, and we hung up a whole bunch of artwork from students of, I think, 6 different schools. So it was about 6 or 7 years ago that we hosted previously, and it's been a while, so it's kind of fun to have it back here at Wheaton Academy. And a shout out to the students who participated here from Wheaton Academy. We had Anna Trier, we had Anna Dominguez, we had Anna Heredia, and we had Matthew Novak, and we had Emma Brown. From that group, we had 2 award winners. Both Anna Heredia and Matthew Novak won a first and second place award in the 2D design category. So I'm really excited. Everybody did a great job. I'm limited to the amount of students I can bring, but I'm excited about next year and already thinking about who's gonna come and visit with me. So,
hi, I'm Anna Heredia. I'm a junior here at WA. I was able to win second place in the 2D design category for WA. The piece I submitted was an abstract piece. I used a lot of materials in it. There's even like a real shoelace and like real safety pins in there. I started it over a year ago. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It's actually one of the pieces that I'm probably most proud of. A friend gave me this book of traditional Chinese designs that I incorporated into it too. It tells a story. A lot of people ask me why I didn't include any color in it, why it's just black, white, and monotone colors. The story to it is about how this black line and this white line, it sort of represents 2 different timelines and how they meet each other and they interweave and they surround each other, and through that they affect the lives around them, and it sort of like ripples in a puddle where they just sort of, with their journey together, there are all of these like side plots and side stories that just sort of flourish in the wake of them. And the piece is called Soulmates because of this journey of these 2 beings. And I worked really, really hard on it, and I hope you enjoy it.
Thank you, Candace. Coming up, we will go to Davis Huff for a Warrior Sports Zone update. But first, God is at work at Wheaton Academy, and Ethan, Kate went to the WA community for some individual stories.
Hey guys, this is Ethan and Kate, and today we're asking students where they have seen God at work in their lives. Let's go check it out. Where have you seen God in your life?
So I went to the DR during Winterim this year, and I got to hear a lot about how he worked through people's lives.
I did the evangelism workshop, and it really helped me evaluate what I know about God and my relationship with Him.
Where have you seen God in your life?
I've seen God through when I went to Wheaton Academy for the first time, and how awesome and loving the teachers were, and how much grace they give, and just how awesome this school is in general.
Where have you seen God in your life?
I've seen God on the soccer field, and especially in the community and chemistry in our soccer team.
Where have you seen God in your life? I've seen God in my life, especially when I was around middle school, when it was around COVID. I was very lonely, and because I didn't have friends, and I usually like to talk to people, but not a lot. So working through that, and it also made me realize I need to work on my relationship with Him. So going through that journey has been a whole process.
Where have you seen God in your life?
Well, I remember the first time that I was sitting in my room. I didn't really know much about God, but I remember just feeling the peace of God and knowing that it was unfamiliar, but it was something that I wanted to gain some familiar with. So, yeah, he just overwhelmed me with happiness, and I never felt that before. So,
Where have you seen God this year?
So this year, I've seen God a lot in Mr. Jasper's class because he prays for us before every class, and I just think that's really cool.
Where have you seen God this year?
So I got to go on choir tour this year, and we went to a school called Promise Academy, which is a special needs school, and we just got to sing and pray over and love on these kids, and it was just truly, truly special.
God has done a lot of miraculous things in students' lives. This is Kate and Ethan signing out. Back to you, Studio 22.
Thank you, Ethan and Kate. What's up, Warriors? This is your host, Davis Hoff, with the latest updates on Warrior sports. First off, girls varsity soccer traveled to Michigan last week for the Aliyah Zaidama Memorial Showcase. They finished the weekend with a 4-0 victory over Covenant Christian. Our Warriors are now 13-0-3 overall. Their last regular season game is tonight at Providence Catholic at 7 p.m. and will begin playoffs next Tuesday as the #1 seed in their sectional. Next, the winning kept going with the girls track team winning the conference championship last week. Violet Dorn placed first in the triple jump. Quinn Selicek placed first in the pole vault with a new PR of 10 feet 3 inches. And Sophie Roberts followed her with second place in the pole vault while also placing first in the 100-meter hurdles. Maddie Jenkins placed first in both 100 and 200, and Izzy Vandervelde placed second in the 100 and 300-meter hurdles. And Lorian Finney placed second in shot put. Next, baseball defeated Mattia Valley on Saturday 8-3 and will play St. Francis away today at 4:30. Boys tennis travels to Wheaton Warrenville South today at 4:30 p.m. On Saturday, the lacrosse team traveled to South Bend, Indiana and beat St. Joseph 22-4. They will take on Maine South tomorrow at home, followed by New Trier on Saturday. Girls softball will be on the road today as they take on IC Catholic Prep at 4:30. Finally, be sure to come out to the Warrior Dome tomorrow for boys volleyball senior night. That's it for a quick look at sports. Before we go back to Olivia, Kate shows us what goes on with the Climbing Club.
What's up, Wheaton Academy? I'm Kate Heidelman. Today, we're gonna go check out the Rock Climbing Club with Mr. Regan and Nico Regatos. Let's go.
I'm Mr. Regan. So Climbing Club is a chance for all of us to go out to vertical endeavors and go climbing. And we go usually once a week on Thursdays. Anyone is invited. If you've climbed before, great. If you've never climbed before, great. I've been rock climbing for, I don't know, since I graduated college, maybe 10 to 15 years, something like that. And I've been climbing my whole time here at Wheaton Academy. I think the reason why students would want to join Rock Climbing Club first and foremost is the community. Climbing is fun, you get to solve difficult problems, you get to go high up in the air, but when it comes down to it, the best thing about rock climbing is the people you're climbing with, and the fact that every time you climb, you're with someone who's holding your rope, and there's this moment of like, hey, we trust each other, right? We're doing this together. That's the best thing about it, definitely the community. It is always very, very encouraging. You're not competing against each other, you're always competing like against the route. You're trying to do something hard you've never done before, and then the people with you want to see you succeed.
Everyone there is super nice. They're always trying to help you out. If you can't figure something out, they're always there to like support you and back you up, and it's awesome. So I got involved in rock climbing. So I've always had a great fascination with the sport, but this winter I enrolled in Mr. Reagan's class, and I just thought it was such a unique experience. I kept with it, and I love the sport. So.
What is your favorite thing to climb?
Definitely bouldering. So bouldering is when you climb without a harness, but the walls aren't too high. So I think they take a little bit more like power and technique when you're climbing them, and I think they're just all around more fun. When I'm climbing, it's just like there's a rewarding feeling about like completing a project or just giving it your all and trying to get up the wall.
Yeah. Hopefully you got a look into the Rock Climbing Club and consider coming one Thursday. This is Kate signing out. Back to you, Studio 22.
Thank you, Kate. It looks like hard work but fun at the same time. Now, Amanda, Elijah, and Davis take a glimpse into the future with some senior predictions.
What's up, guys? This is David Hoff, and usually senior superlatives are in the yearbook, but we don't do that. So here at WAtv, we decided to do it ourselves. Check it out.
The most likely to be found in the gym is Freddie Chan.
All right, most likely to become an influencer, probably Micah Hermes.
Grammy Scotty Murray.
The best dressed would probably be me.
It's fine. Which one is my son? And you know
Which
what?
one is Logan?
I think he's
Climb Mount Everest. He could climb Mount Everest.
climb Mount Everest, or he could brighten your day. He really could. He's got a bright spot.
A WAT teacher, I could see Hannah Martin being an English teacher here, or elementary ed. I can't remember which one she wanted to do. But Hannah Martin, she'd be a great teacher.
Most likely to become president, Carlos Maldonado.
Most likely to become a billionaire, Brady Swanson.
President, I probably say Mateo.
Who's got the best dance moves? Micah Hermes.
Valid.
Most likely to be a billionaire, Jack Schroeder.
Most likely to become an influencer, Micah Hermes. Sub to the channel.
I think most likely to become a billionaire is going to be Jack Schroeder.
Best gardener,
Nate Burden.
Thanks, Amanda, Elijah, and Davis. Now let's get you caught up on a few announcements. This Friday is Evening in the Furnace at 6:30 p.m. in the Fine Arts Center. Don't miss an evening of dance and improv comedy. And then on Saturday, come back to the Whitechapel at 7 p.m. for this year's Kairos show. Come out and support for everyone performing this weekend. If you enjoyed Emmy Jump's song in chapel last Friday, you can hear it again on Spotify. Speaking of chapel, this Friday will feature Mr. Jasper. That is it for announcements. For our last segment, last week was Grandparents' Day, and Lorena and Maddie asked students what they appreciate about their grandparents.
Something I appreciate about my grandparents is my grandpa actually is like one of the most supportive people I've ever met. He always texts me after every single one of my games, and then even on our off days, he's always asking me how I'm doing and stuff. So I think that's just true of all grandparents about how loving and supportive they are.
I really like how hardworking and caring my grandparents are.
My grandparents are very loving and kind.
Something I like about my grandparents is how caring they were when I was a young kid, like the memories I created with them.
I love my grandparents because my Nana and Grandpa are so fun. They love playing games all the time, and they will pull all-nighters with us, which is really fun.
The thing I love about my grandparents the most is that they're always there for me.
My favorite thing about my grandparents is that they're so supportive and love to come watch soccer games.
I love my grandparents because they care so much about what's going on in my life.
I love my grandparents because they teach me how to be humble, respectful, and they always raise me to have a smile on my face.
I love my grandparents because they escaped North Korea and I wouldn't be here without them.
What I love about my grandparents is that they support me no matter what, and they always give me donuts and M&Ms.
I love my grandma because she's an example of Jesus' love.
What I love about my grandma is she is just a lovely woman of God, and she's always praying for me, and I have never entered a conversation with her without her saying God bless me.
That they're very caring and loving, and they let me use their pool during summertime.
I love my grandparents because they set a godly example for me.
I love my grandparents because they're super sweet and loving, and they've taught me a lot about God.
I was taught like to follow the Lord with all your heart. My grandpa taught me that he's a good guy, so.
I love my grandparents because they taught me how to be kind to others.
I love my grandparents because they taught me to always be strong and courageous.
I love my grandparents because they always show me that they care for me, and I love to hang out with them.
I love my grandparents because anytime I go to their house, they make the best popcorn ever, and they make me really happy.
I like my grandparents because they're really sweet and caring, and they make really good food.
My grandma makes delicious foods, and she teaches me.
I love my grandparents because they're always there for me.
I love that my grandparents are always so patient with me and teach me lots of new things.
What I love about my grandma is that she always takes me shopping, and whenever I call her, she's always there for me.
One thing I like about my grandparents is my Nana makes really good apple pie, and she makes it for every holiday, so it's awesome.
I love my grandparents because they make good food.
I love my grandpa because he built a birdhouse with me.
I love my grandpa because he taught me how to swim, and he really rooted me in Christ and led me down that path.
Thanks for joining us today. Make sure to support your Warrior sports teams this week, as well as Furnace Company and Kairos. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram and WATv. From WATv News, this is Olivia Van Aker signing out.